Yesterday we completed one frame, and today we are going to try to get a couple more in. We're going to do these two transitional frames. So we have this idle pose right here, this a step forward, and then a fast step forward, which is a slight smear, but still easing into the attack, and then the attack pose, where out of his palms are going to come out little bursts of electricity. Now I am going to play that back real quick so you guys can see, like this much. Yeah, like that. It's a little quick for me still, but yeah, I think that's the kind of a good sort of transition, because this is the main thing. Like he's in the pose already, but smearing. But I don't want him to instantly pose like that. So we wanted to like at least one frame of like easing into it, and then the step forward is just gonna be, moving from one place to the next. So let's do this one first. It'll be easier in the sense that frame is already done, so it doesn't have to be like crazy detailed. In fact, well, let's see. It's not going to be a completely white smear, or no zero detail smear like the other one, but we will omit some detail. So, well, I keep pressing the wrong thing. Okay. We will go to technical pen, and we'll start drawing here. So we know his face is right there, and the hair is going to smear. Well, not really smear, but yeah, maybe a little bit, stretch. His collar is here. Just thinking about what details are in there. And then his shirt is going to billow out into as a smear. And maybe just a little bit of like, speed indications. And then his pants are also going to billow out. Maybe indicate like the top of the pants right here. Wait, where is it though? Yeah, it's going to be more like right here. Now, one of the reasons I asked for hourly wage is because, like, when I'm finished with like the basics, like the basic level of all these frames, I do want some extra time to sort of embellish the frames to really, put these animations on a high level, because the pants are billowing here on the in this transition, but I think definitely after the move is done also, once he gets into position, I mean, because he moved and suddenly stopped, the hair and pants should also, like, there should be some secondary animation there where the pants and hair just kind of jiggle around a little bit, as a result of the sudden stop and start, sudden start and stop, this actually should not come in front of the green, so it more be like this. So this is not a total smear. Let's get his eyes in there. Okay. His arms. This one should have more of a smear too. Trying to figure out how to get this arm. Nothing should be in front of the green, so let's get his feet in too. There is ankle showing, so we'll take the ankle into account. Okay, sorry guys, I'm very silent again as I concentrate on this. And I haven't been preparing topics. You know, a lot of times I just wait for feedback, and then even when people do give me feedback on like what they want to hear, you know, I end up not forgetting and not making a video on it. So it's not just the drawing skills and animation I want to improve on, it is these videos. I want every video to be better than the last. And has that been happening? No, I don't think so, because I haven't been focusing on it. And you know, I do focus on the skills, the pre-visualization, preventing undos. That's like our main focus lately. But also having a topic, you know, let's banter about something. Maybe I can just come up with a topic in the middle of the video. Why not? Who's stopping me from doing that? I think it might kind of swing up more this way. But I don't really know what to talk about. Just the fact that I'm putting a lot of concentration. Okay, I have the hand in position over here. I had these hands in position in the sketch, so I should heed the sketch. Because the reason I put them in this specific position is because I wanted it to look like Killua was easing into the pose, even though he got here quickly. We're going to do the same attack from a crouching position too, so it might not require a step forward. I guess more of like an anti-air kind of thing. I don't know yet. I haven't looked at the description yet. We'll finish this one first, but I know it's kind of gonna be the same idea. Let's get an ear in there. Doing these transition frames is I don't want to say easier, but a little bit less less particular than doing the main poses. Actually, we don't need to show that chin there if we didn't indicate it in the main pose. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, that looks fine. Can't really see it too well, you know, it's just one frame. Okay, we'll do this one now too. So same thing, we will change this to technical pen. Just slightly moving forward here. Don't need to be too crazy about perfect precision when we're doing the transition frames. We do want the frames to look good. Well, we want them to look passable, you know? We don't want them to look crazy ugly. But at the same time, there's that famous image of Sasuke's head like twisted, which was an in-between frame, but that particular frame increased the effectiveness of the animation. It didn't decrease it. So sometimes these weird smears that animators come up with, you know, they're there for a reason. Because a lot of people bring up these very weird, especially in Naruto, these really strange smears that they're like, you know, as if it's a bad animation. And the fact that they're taking a still frame animation smear, I mean, do that with Tom and Jerry. You know, I know Tom and Jerry is supposed to be cartoony, but so is Naruto, you know, like, in the sense that the fight scenes, these are fantastical superhero fight scenes, the Japanese version of a superhero, you know. There's going to be action, and the characters are going to be moving around in non-realistic, superhuman ways. So one might expect there to be some crazy frames in the animation. That's how I see it. That said, you know, this smear is not even that crazy. This is a normal speed smear. Okay, now we're thinking about clothes. I think here he would kind of start opening his hand already into a palm. So kind of try to keep the back of the hand into an account here. Pinky, fingers, and then maybe an indication of the thumb back here. Yeah. Again, does not need to be super precise in a, you know, transition frame. It's really the main poses that I want to make sure look good. Now, this is manga faithful. I did this one, if you guys watched the last video, I created this pose according to the manga screenshot, so that's what we're gonna try to stay faithful to those. Now, something I got to keep in mind, the Hunter x Hunter faces are very small. So his eyes are going to be low on his head. They're not going to be on the midpoint of his head like normal people. You know, anime faces, a lot of the times, if they're like kind of chibi-like, you know, normal people, their eyes are in the middle of their head over here. But with anime, you put their eyes lower, make them look like little babies, you know? So, oh my gosh, it's doing the thing again. The thing that I hate. Why does it do that? I'm going to look into the settings right now. It's good that I did that just now because I need to look into the settings. And what we need to do is do some undos. Because we hate that. How do I fix this? Preferences. Undo, redo button, store undo steps 100, rapid undo delay. Are there any more options for the undos? Enable undo and redo gestures, yeah. Undo and redo buttons, yeah. Rapid undo delay, what does this mean? This is really dumb. This is the worst feature so far. To be honest, the worst feature so far in Procreate Dreams is the fact that if I undo a bunch of times, it's no longer storing proper undos. Okay, now it's doing it. Why? See, why? Why from here does it go all the way there? Why? See, that's stored as one undo step, all those strokes. That's terrible. I hate that. What? We're gonna have to figure that out. I don't know what this rapid undo delay thing is. I had it set to this speed on by default. Why does it do like batch undos? You know what? I want to put it in my notes. Does this have the quick note thing? There, quick note. Batch undos. Yeah, we'll just take that note right there. Okay, that's terrible. Okay, I'll just erase these guys then rather than undoing it because I lost the structure of the face. But maybe that's just a sign, you know, never use undo. Never ever use undo. Just become a master, get the stroke perfect every time. That said, I started, you know, pre-visualizing and it's already looking a little better. Need to take it slow. Okay. Trusting the sketch again. Where would the knee be? Lower, I'm sure. Okay, should taper in about right there to the ankle. Okay. You know what's interesting? A lot of my videos have been naturally ending around the 25-minute mark. Some of them are 28 minutes long, 24, 26. But it's interesting that, like, I've worked in Pomodoro time blocks before with 25-minute work bouts. And it's like my brain can kind of feel when it's ending. My brain can kind of feel that tiredness. Because when I make these videos, I kind of just stop when I start feeling my brain getting a little tired. Or if I feel like the video is getting a little bit long. And then I kind of just naturally think, okay, I'm going to pause here and keep going with the next one. I'm starting to feel that time approaching. I don't necessarily feel mentally tired right now. I just feel like it's been a long, you know, work bout of concentration. And we should end soon. Probably in the next video, I'll be able to finalize this frame and then get those white silhouettes to complete the whole animation. So that would be like 3 frames in 2 days. Though a day for me means just like 1 or 2 of these recordings. Because I don't have much time to be doing professional animation that much lately. Considering just had a second kid. So we're spending a lot of time at home. I have I'm off of work, you know, they gave me some time off. Paid time off, which is nice. It's my first time ever getting paid time off. So that's nice. But I'm getting paid right now for that job at the time off, but I'm also still at home doing professional freelance work. In the mornings, you know, right before I do some yard work. I'm gonna go out and do some yard work after this. Family's sleeping, so, you know, trying to be responsible. So work. So here he's going to be stepping. How's this gonna work here? well, we let his foot kind of drag back a little bit. Like if I'm stepping this way, I would have pivoted on that foot. See, this is where the selection tool would be really handy. I think Procreate Dreams is like a crazy for not having a selection tool. I think this is fine. I'm gonna heel up a little bit more. Move the pant leg. Yeah. We'll take a look again. I think we'll stop here for this video. Wait. Yeah, pretty much the same effect that we have. You know what, here's what we'll do. Since this one is like nearly done, we're gonna go ahead and put a white silhouette on this one already. Oh, you know what? It's gonna be this way. What we do is duplicate this layer, and then on the layer beneath, we'll just put in a white border. So we'll remove that, and we'll change it to white, and then we are going to color drop. We'll go to Studio Pen, clean up our edges for the whole thing. Let's remove the onion skin temporarily. And we are preparing for the color drop. I know that color drops have a adjustable threshold, but the gaps I'm leaving are still just too big, so we want to make it easier for the color drop to detect the edges. It was like this in Krita as well. It had a little bit of a different name. It was just called the fill tool, I think, or it wasn't called Paint Bucket. I think Microsoft Paint is called the Paint Bucket. In Krita it was called the fill tool. In Procreate it's just called the color drop. So every program has a different version of it. Even if I change the threshold all the way down, it's still getting the whole thing. So that means I left some holes. Let's try the pants. Okay, that's good. Try this other shoe here. Oh, you know what? There it is. Maybe it was the other shoe. Okay, so right there, I think I see. Okay, good. And we will just get to the very edge of that threshold here. Yeah. Oh, that threshold was like almost 0. I don't know why. In the nose. Okay, and just fill it in. And then we turn the background dark just to make sure we're not missing anything. I do believe it is an imperfection in my animation style that I use black outlines. I think I should be able to like change the outline color to something else, but I think for simplicity's sake for this particular project, unless we get extra time at the very end to like clean up every single character and every single frame to make it look really pristine and high level, you know, I would take the time and change the outline colors and brush in a little bit of color to them. I think that's good. And then we'll bring the background color back for a second so we can just preview again before we stop this video. That looks good. You can see his face does stretch a little bit as it's coming in. Yeah, this is good. And then we'll just finish off that stepping frame in the next video, and then we might move on to the crouch animation as well. So I'll talk to you guys later. God bless you all. Bye-bye.